was thinking about this globalisation stuff. Now, it's a bit like having your cake and eat it, isn't it? In a one moment they're telling us, oh, you've got to cut down, you've got to do all this, you've got to do that, it's all your fault, all this climate change, blah, 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 blah. On the other hand, they're saying globalisation, globalisation, globalisation. Well, what happens with globalisation? Big companies, what is globally controlled from central quarters, what has massive distribution systems sort of spanning the globe. So they're creating, it's a bit like saying, well, I don't know, it just seems to me a bit sort of, 1 minute they're telling us we've got to cut back on our carbon usage, and on the other hand, the people that is telling us with one hand what we got to do is saying with the other, but it's alright if we do it, kind of thing. Because you can't have big global corporations if you don't have global communication systems and boats and planes transporting stuff all over the globe. That's the whole point. That's what globalisation is. When it used to be local, we used to have a factory down the road that would make you widgets. Now, with globalisation, everything, all the widgets and pretty much everything else is made in China. So it's transported back halfway around the world. And then they're saying it's our fault. It's not our fault. It's all the way the system's manipulated so that the poor little bloke that thinks I'll run a factory in this country, it's a bit stuffed really, because he's tries loads and loads of money from the bankers for loans to run his company, and then people's being encouraged to source all their stuff from cheaper parts of the world, so the poor companies in the developed world is going, hold on a minute, I've got to pay my blokes a minimum wage, and I've got to conform to all these rules and regulations, and meanwhile, the big multinationals is going across some halfway around the world, and they're getting some poor lucky souls to do a month's work, what I'd have to pay my blokes for an hour's work. I mean, hold on a minute, I saw it not quite right with this picture. I'm not sure what it is, folks, but see what I mean? You can't sort of. Anyway, cheers for now. I think I'm losing it a bit here, but anyway, you get what I'm coming from. I think you understand what I'm trying to say here. Anyway, cheers for now. Localisation, not globalisation, and a bit of whatever. Cheers.